Hello, hello, and welcome to another 1 minute modcast with me, little man called Min, and today we have something super special. My dear friend Perry. Hey, Perry.
Good morning, Min. We're in a hurry.
W-
Shit.
Ex- exactly. Let's
We need
crack
to do
on.
this fast. First
Let
question.
Let's go. Um, let's start with what would you rather have, Perry? Living in a treehouse or in a
Living in a
penthouse?
treehouse. Living in a treehouse. That's easy. Next
That's an
question.
easy one. Okay, so we've had wonderful chats about the brain and different ways of thinking, and we're both super passionate about non-linear ways of thinking. Can you give me your thoughts and tips on why it's important to kind of stand out from the crowd, follow your heart, and anything to
It's
do with
it's
that?
very simple, and I love this time pressure because normally I give answers for 10 minutes and I'm not allowed to do that. So it's very simple. Linear thinking is black and white. It's a system. It's binary thinking. It's left or right, good or bad, one or zero. It's black and white thinking. Nonlinear thinking is color. And I
Got it.
think the most beautiful thing in life is to combine these two. You have black and white, you have color, and then you create a beautiful artwork. And I think that's why it's so important to really understand nonlinear thinking for our education, for solving big problems in the world, for happiness, for doing well as a partner, private life, corporate life, everything. It's about bringing color into this world where everything is black and white.
Amazing. And relating that to the corporate world and careers, how can people embrace that non-linear thinking for their day jobs?
It's everybody's a nonlinear thinker. So some people think that only creative people are nonlinear thinkers. That's not true. There is no 2-year old that's a linear thinker. So we all started as nonlinear thinkers. It's inside of us, and then we go to education, corporate world, parents, government, and then become very linear into systems because many, many, many reasons. Why is it interesting to jump into that? It opens up space, it opens up possibilities to create new things for yourself. And it's not just about the creativity, it's not being creative. That's not what it's about. It's understanding the possibilities you have in life and that not everything is tied up. Not
Got it.
everything is wearing tight underwear. There are other possibilities.
Amazing. Now, what advice would you give to your younger self or to your kids based on your experiences up to date?
Don't listen to advice. That's my biggest advice. Don't. You know, if advice is always in a retrospective. Advice always comes after. So someone has advice because he or she had lived something and then looks back and is like, "Oh, but that's the learning." But you cannot share that learning because it's your learning.
That
So I always say, don't listen to advice. You need to fail. You need to go flat on your face. You need to understand what is happening and you need to create your own conclusions. If I go on TikTok and social media, everybody's giving advice. You have to do this, you have to do that. If you live like that, that's fucking boring, Min, right? We need to fail. We need to make mistakes because then we learn and create new things. So my advice is not to listen to advice. So don't listen to this advice as well. That's
brilliant.
anyway.
Brilliant. Okay. And finally, I mean, you are like the most amazing sort of networker, and what you've been doing with the Octopus movement and everyone who's sort of listened to the call and come all in terms of that. Well, again, I can't use the word advice, but tips perhaps as to
Tips.
how,
Tips.
how do you some tips around sort of networking, getting your message out there.
Yeah. Turn on your nonlinear thinking. That means go into the space between thoughts. That's empty space, and it creates all kinds of amazing new ideas. Tune into the human mycelium. That means we're all connected. So when you connect with someone, you're already connected. It's just linking and having interesting conversations, and then drop out of the laws of thought. So we have our thinking, and we think that what we think is true, but it's only a reality. The real truth is somewhere else. So disconnect from the laws of thought, that is binary again. And it means Don't judge. Don't draw any conclusions. You're meeting someone and you're curious. That's the way to open up real curiosity. And that's the best way to interact with other people, I
Brilliant.
think.
And then finally, I always end with, "What's your badge?" So mine is obviously terrible dad jokes on LinkedIn. When should people think I need to contact Perry?
Different thinking. I'm a nonlinear thinker specialist in that way. I'm Dr. Octopus. I'm all into nonlinear thinking. So if you need any different perspective on anything, just a different view, it's yeah, you have to connect with me just to brainstorm, to think about things, talk about things.
Amazing.
Nonlinear thinking. Yeah.
Well, that's our time. Thank you so much, Perry.
Thank you, Min. This was fun.
See you everyone for the next
Bye,
one.
everyone. Bye.
Bye.